It's good to be here on a windy day like this to get the opinions of students as regards their experience on campus, and also a clear message to the government and political parties who are presenting candidates during the European Union elections and forthcoming UK elections. And I'm the activities officer here, and I'm glad to be here to get all these opinions, and hopefully we can send a clear message to the political parties as a united EU and non-EU international students. So let's go in and get the opinions of students.
It's the place to be. A little bit weird with UKIP going on, but then you get the feeling that ultranationalism is rising everywhere, so it's not like it's necessarily the UK. Always happy to recommend them.
I love to study here. I love the Coventry. I'm student ambassador in Coventry, so my job is to promote the Coventry, and I'm in love with it. But the expenses to study in UK are so high that I have loads of friends who are really smart, clever people who would love to study in UK, but they just cannot afford it, like, even though they're from quite wealthy families.
Everyone knows that the UK is arguably the best choice, if you're not from this country in particular. So I would highly recommend Coventry to all the students that are thinking about it.
I'll gladly do it because the benefit of the education that I've got here is invaluable. So I will gladly recommend it to my colleagues, friends and family.
They already know. If they will ask me where to go to study, I will say UK, and especially Coventry University.
I'm really comfortable to recommend. First of all, compared to Kenya, we take 4 years. That's if you're lucky to graduate. If you go back to my country and you have a degree in the UK, it's really recognized. It's easy for you to get a job. Like if you get a degree back at home.
Well, I heard that a lot of international students, and even from my friends' experience, is that it feels like they do more in uni, or they have the level is quite different in other countries.
Yeah.
So England is a little bit lower.
It depends, because there's certain people I know, like from where I'm from, like in Kenya, who they don't want to study abroad. They, they want to establish themselves, like in Kenya mostly. But I'm saying if you want to establish yourself more internationally, like get jobs abroad, then studying in the UK I say would help, because like I know people who studied in Kenya and they've come trying to get jobs abroad, like in America, and it's quite hard because they don't recognize the unis in Kenya as well. So, but when you study in the UK, you get a bit of an advantage.
I feel very comfortable recommending it. I mean, it's a new experience, so why not experience something new in your life? So I would definitely recommend studying in the UK.
Candidly, I have not.
No, not really.
No, not in the UK, because their culture is quite welcoming. It's another reason why I chose to come study here, because most people are really friendly. They're quite polite, and I've had no issues so far in the UK.
I have xenophobic friends, but then again, it's a stupid thing to do, isn't it?
I haven't been faced experiences directly, but I feel there is some kind of xenophobia personal, like I just came across a political agendas of different political parties throughout this election. Their promotions and their pamphlets show that they have some discrimination about the different international students and international people staying in the UK.
The incoming government, I would really like to encourage them to, put in more effort and show more concern to international students. I advise them to treat us like we matter, because we ideally do, and we contribute greatly to the British society. And I believe that respect is reciprocal. So if we show respect to the British people, and if we contribute greatly, they should also help us in every way they can.
I believe they should find a way to even out the differences between the international and the local students. There shouldn't be differences in the fees that they should pay and the benefit schemes that the other students have should be all the same. Everyone should be treated the same in my opinion. I don't know if it's possible, but it's just the right way.
They have to consider that a lot of students who come here their economies aren't as good as the British economy, so their currency is probably really weak against the British currency, so they have to consider how international students can afford to live here, because not all of us are rich and some of us are on sponsorships or scholarships. So in terms of access to healthcare and food and stuff like that, it would be great if they could put in student prices and stuff like that, because there's some places that don't have student prices and it's really difficult to afford them and stuff.
Expect them to realize that their policies of immigration have to be very carefully thought throughout, because students cannot be mistaken for immigrants. Even as I was a student, I sometimes had problems with people seeing me, like a bad immigrant. I was telling them I'm from Romania, and I would get bad comments, prejudices from them. And sometimes that affects us, as students coming here and seeing that, even though we're trying so hard and we're coming here to learn new things and meet new people, we're being welcomed with such, attitudes from other people. It really does have a negative impact on us.
First of all, I want to encourage voters, to vote in the right people, so that the right people that is having the right agenda towards benefiting the people, not just for the sake of getting there, but for people that having an objective and aim.
The only thing that I really expect is to encourage immigrants to come, not to limitate their rights. Just keep encouraging since now, because we are encouraged to come. There is a student loan that we are able to access, to have, and this is how I pay my studies, for example.
I think for now, the government should find ways to make international students more comfortable, give them various reasons, not just education, but added value to be in the UK. Because a lot of people are not thinking of coming to the UK, they're thinking of going to elsewhere, not apart from the UK. And I wouldn't blame anybody that does that anyway.
Say no to xenophobia. We are all international.
Say no to xenophobia. We are all international.
Say no to xenophobia. We are international.
Say no to xenophobia. We're all international.
Say no to xenophobia. We are all international.
Say no to xenophobia. We're all international.
Say no to xenophobia. We are all international.